ready for live streaming.
Oh yeah. Forgot about it.
Hey, you are looking nice today.
Okay, so everybody, can you mute? Gotta keep muted, okay? Because we're gonna live stream. I gotta pull the music up.
Is the lighting better?
Sorry, we're kind of behind time. Sorry. We'll talk a little later.
There is a show. There is a show. There is a show. We all love to go to RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crappy. It's a RobLynn Live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one, like ONPASSIVE. It's delicious. It's ONPASSIVE. You can get anything that you want at Schwarz restaurant. There is a show. There is a show. It is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live right now. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crappy. It's a RobLynn Live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one, like ONPASSIVE. It's delicious. It's ONPASSIVE. You can get anything that you want at Schwarz restaurant. There is a show. There is a show. It is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live.
Woo, doggies, all right. And the host has started recording. Okay, we have our panelists here this evening who are going to fire some questions at us. Oh my, I didn't throw it on my thinking cap tonight, but that's okay. I'm not allowed to answer anyway, so it's all good. All right, now, do you, RobLynn Live? I say it again. Do you, RobLynn Live? Ooh, yeah. We are coming to you live on OConnect, as well as we are streaming on the RobLynn Live's magnificent channel, the YouTube channel that Lynn founded 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. She doesn't know. 2 years ago. Let's call it two. With almost 34,000 subscribers, 33,000. So not too shabby. For sure, for sure. All right, all you RobLynn Livers, you don't have to listen to this part, but I'm going to say it so everybody can hear it. All right, now, if you're not a founding member, you're not an affiliate, you're not a customer, you're not in OES at all, well, we got news for you. All you got to do is go to roblynnlive.ai, and that's our domain. And that will take you to Lynn's registration page. And should you desire, you can fill that bad boy out, pick yourself up an O-mail, your very own O-mail, as an ONPASSIVE mail. And with that comes ONET and OTrim. So you can O-network all over the place with ONET, and OTrim you can trim URLs. So remember now, for those of you who are not in OES yet, RobLynnLive.ai. Wow, those pipes aren't too bad tonight. All right, I like it. All right, pipes aren't too bad tonight. All right, I like it. All right, let's get off and running here. We got a lot to cover tonight. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we've got 7. Oh, and Chris is coming along a little later. Chris Tiazone. We'll introduce you. Pretty nifty. We're not going to have the Ollie Boy contest tonight because we got a lot of questions to cover, and so that takes a little bit of time. So Ollie's going to take a break, but we did want to show you, Lynn wanted to show you the wonderful work of Charmaine Ung, and Charmaine is also known as C2. She's not a rocket ship, but she is very good at what she does when it comes to visuals. So that all being said, we've told you about the domain. We've told you we're live streaming, and there's Chris, and we'll introduce him along with the others in a moment. 10 a.m. this morning brought you Marty DeGarmo, Chris Johnson, and Redfern, almost called him Red DeGarmo. They're known as the Three Stooges. I guess somebody had put up a visual of them as the Three Stooges, Curly, Larry, and Moe. So we'll call them Curly, Larry, and Moe. All right. They did an OP360 warm-up. Then at 11 o'clock, let's back the bus up. Red was not on the warm-up. Red did his own warm-up. So it was just Chris and Marty at 10. Then at 11, along came Red, from what I hear, for about 18 minutes or 8 minutes, something like that, with a little bit of a warm-up for everybody to get ready for OP360. All right, 12 p.m., you know what it's time for. Straight Talk. Straight Talk with RobLynn Live and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
On this wondrous Wednesday. You know what's so wondrous? Because so many people were in the stores returning items today. I had a chance to stop by Wally World or Walmart, and oh my goodness, the line was out the front door.
Oh, I can imagine.
The front door just to return or exchange or, drop off. Wow. Then let's see. Okay, so that's noon, Wondrous Wednesday. And then at 2 p.m. along came the Three Stooges together, Marty, Red, and Chris. They did a bit of an update. Red does his update for the week, Wednesday to Wednesday. Marty chimed in, Chris chimed in. No special guest today. Ash was not there. So if you thought he was there, it's in your imagination. But Marty did say we can look for him anytime now as the year comes to a conclusion, if I pronounce that right. So we'll look for Ash. We've got a lot of things coming down the pike, including the shekels, including the dinero, including the dinar. It's all coming our way to the tune of about 10 million buckaroos. So that's exciting stuff. And there's other exciting things coming with OConnect and the upgrades that they're doing and the changes, the tweaking. I think we're going to probably pretty soon in OConnect have where we can put a background up. And that'll be nice, other than the green background that we use. So that'll be nice. And some of the other backgrounds that some of us use. So it'll be nice to have a regular background. I think we can make our own background. Wasn't that part of the deal? We can make our own background, so that should be pretty nifty. Some people probably will choose their old alma mater, their college, university, might choose their dog as their background. Who knows? But it'll all be F-U-N. Fun. All right. we do want to mention to please pray for Ash, his lovely wife Hashma Khan, and their two young sons, or two young boys, or two young men, I should say, Omar and Yusuf. How many people have got a 9-year-old child, or ever had a 9-year-old child that's a published author? I don't know any. So that's pretty amazing stuff, and we're proud of Omar. We're equally proud of the one and only Cookie Monster himself, formerly known as a Chunkster or Chunky. He's not so chunky anymore, and his name is Yusuf. So, Chunkster, we're glad you're here, buddy. All right, now, that all being said, please pray for them, as well as the tech, media, and support teams around the globe for their good health and safety. Please. Also, please send out your love, light, and prayers to all who may be ill or injured for their complete and speedy recovery. And we did mention last night, we'd like to mention it again tonight on the passing of Jackie, Al Praber's wife of 30 years. They were together 37 years, and she passed, I believe it was night before last.
Christmas Day.
Oh, it was Christmas Day, I'm sorry, the 25th, which would have been the day before last. So, Al, we're thinking of you, buddy, and there's a lot of praying going on for you and your family, and for Jackie. So, still takes the wind out of my sails when I got to say something.
Tragic.
Okay, so if you hear of anybody who needs a prayer, share a prayer. Nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be a little kid to pray. You don't have to be a middle-aged adult to pray. We can all pray, and prayer does work. I'm not a priest. I'm not a rabbi, but I know prayer works. I've been on the other end of it, and you know what? It does work. That's what got me out of the hospital in Hawaii, I think, was all the prayers from family and friends and the people I worked with. Now, if you could scroll up just a bit, I think it's time we should introduce our panelist. And was there a mess up with the link? Is the link okay now? Or
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, no problem with the link to get in here. All right, and as everybody knows here, what we'll do is introduce each panelist, and following the introduction, they'll say a little about themselves. Keep it to about 2 minutes, folks, and because we'd like to, if we can, get to 2 rounds of questions tonight, if possible. And let's see, that was that. And the other thing is, we'll go after the Q&A. We're going to go to the community time. And community time helps us get some insight into people maybe we haven't met before. And the nice thing about community time is anybody who's an attendee tonight can come to the panel. Okay? We can have up to, 100 on the panel right now? So we've not had 100. We've had 22. We've had 24. So let's keep the numbers up and let's try to come to the panel. It'd be fun. And as it says on our hats, we do stand with Ash Mafara through thick and through thin, and we are ready to rumble. Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, that's enough of that silliness on my part. We're going to go to the gallery view now, are we?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. You did start recording, didn't you? You did.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I'm real good. All right. So without further ado,
Let's go to the gallery.
we're going to go to the gallery view, and look at that. Look at that crew.
Wow, nice.
Woo, doggies.
Great panel.
That is a wonderful panel,
Yay.
and we love you, panelists. All right, let's start. We'll go lady, gentlemen. Let's start with Melanie Marano. Tell us a little about yourself and who in the world are you?
Melanie Marano, aka known as Mel. Sunshine, as they call me. I am one of, well, I said that many times, but I'm one of 14 siblings alive, and I thank God. And I came here from the Caribbean of Dominica, Caribbean island of Dominica, to Canada, migrated to Canada. And as far as Dominica goes, I'll just give a little bit about it. Dominica. Okay, so Dominica is the youngest island of the Lesser Antilles. It rises from the ocean floor, and with its mountains, rainforests, gorges, waterfalls, hot springs, and as they say, 365 rivers, one for each day of the year, and plenty of rare birds. I think that's all over the world now. Right? Dominica also has a number of fine beaches and picturesque coastal formation, many of which can be found in the north of the island. Some of the fun facts about Dominica: you can explore the northern beaches, admire the waterfalls, hiking, the Boiling Lake trails, and the falls, actually. And Dominica is known to Kalinago territory, which is indigenous people, and they have maintained their roots from way back, and they're still today strong as ever. Whale and dolphin watching, seeking out the rare parrots back home, horseback riding, and relaxing in the volcanically heated spa therapeutic pools. Okay, so that's a little bit about Dominica, the fun facts, and migrated to Canada, Hamilton, Ontario, as we know. I had given some before, but I'm going to say Hamilton is home to over 100 waterfalls within the city limits and escarpment. Plenty of opportunity for outdoor entertainment. Hamilton makes a great sport rail and freeway connections to Toronto and Buffalo and New York. In addition, Hamilton has an international airport that is quickly becoming a traveler's favorite with its much cheaper flights leaving from Hamilton itself. Makes a great sport rail and freeway connections to Toronto and Buffalo and New York. All right, and in addition to that, Hamilton is known as the mountain. Okay, I did mention that before. And they hold annual Great Lakes Expo 7. That's a new thing that I'm mentioning now to help generate interest in improving and protecting freshwater within the Great Lakes. And that's what I have for Hamilton myself. As myself, I work for major company, and it's between Canada and the United States and even overseas, but the main is Canada and the US. And before that, I was in the massage therapy training for 14 months. Did not graduate from it because I switched over to computers, micro business, and also was a medical certified lab assistant for sure. But yeah, that's about it so far. I was supposed to be in the healthcare world, but I switched over to technology. Here I am today on ONPASSIVE, and I'm learning much more. Thank you very much, Rob and Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. That takes care. That's one lady checked off, and now we're going to go to the one, the only, Mayor. Debate. All right, Mayor, tell us a little about yourself, a little about your country.
You gotta unmute yourself.
Unmute, please.
Unmute. Maybe you'll have to refresh. It might help you if you can't unmute. Try refreshing. Okay, let's wait for him to come back.
Yes, ma'am. We can do that.
Yeah.
He'll be right back. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
All right. If he's
I
back.
believe he's back. Okay, Mayor, come on down. Mayor, check 1 2 1 2. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Very good.
Right now,
Okay, we can hear you. Go ahead.
thank you for inviting me for this question and answer and panelist for the RobLynn live. Um, my name is Mayush Shirbhate. I'm did my pharmacy in 2008 and post graduation in MBA in marketing. I have started my business in 2011. I have run wholesale and retail pharmacy in Pune. In my family, my father is there. My mother is not is passed last in July. So my wife Aarti, his name is Aarti, and son is Yatha. He is 9-year-old, and we are in basically come from Amravati district of state of Maharashtra. It is 600 kilometers from Pune. Right now, I'm living in Pune, doing my business in here. We come and I have come in 2008 when I did my graduation in pharmacy. Come to this Pune for post graduation, and I like this city very much. And Pune is about education city because most of the uh, education institute are in Pune, reputed institutions. So we come for most of the people coming in Pune for the education. So uh, it is all about, and my wife is giving my company for my pharmacy also. Can she is did in diploma in pharmacy. So that's all about my background from myself. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Mayor. We appreciate that. Now let's swing on over to the one and only Carmela Fire Schwarz, second lady on the panel. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carmela, and I am your friend.
Oh, I hadn't heard that in a while. Woo, doggies!
I live in Israel.
Let's hear that again. No, let's hear that again.
My name is Carmela, and I am your friend.
Oh,
I
yeah.
live in Israel, in the center of the country. I was brought up in a group. I served the Israeli Defense Force. I got married young. I gave birth to children. I work in the municipality of Rishon LeZion for 37 years. I started as a dental assistant for adults and children in the school. And I progressed and changes departments. I work in the education department, accounting, human resource, several veterinary, and compounding. After 37 years of work, the municipality decided to cut up people and take out employed to pension. And I was one of them. They took me out, earlier retirement. I saw this as an opportunity, and I have been developing personality online ever since. I discovered ONPASSIVE in October 2020, and from the first day, I connected with the idea and the vision of Ash Mufara. Now about my country. Israel is a country in the Middle East, in Southwest Asia, located on the southwestern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Israel was established in the terrorist of the land of Israel, the national home and homeland of the Jewish people. Have you ever visited the Dead Sea? If not, put it on your wish list, as it is a place worth visiting. The water of the lake is colored light turquoise blue, and it is all surrounded by golden brown hills. Here and there you can see sparkling crystal of white salt sticking out of the water. The mineral-rich water and Dead Sea mud are considered to have numerous benefits for the body, especially for skin, bruising, and arthritis problems. For this reason, many people visit the Dead Sea every year to receive special treatments. Jerusalem is the capital city, government, parliamentary, democracy, parliamentary republic, area 22,145 square kilometers, population 9,364 million. When you think of going to another country, think of Israel for one of your vision. That's all. Thank you.
You muted Rob.
Oh, are you telling me I said all that and I was muted? Oh my goodness, this executive producer. Oy vey. At any rate, let's go from Israel and let's go to Maryland, USA, and let's hear from Pedro Jose Estrada Saladas. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, good evening, everyone. It's good to be here with all of you, respected panelists, some artists, some different backgrounds. My nationality originally was Guatemalan, Central America. I've been here half of my life, so I also have a U.S. nationality. So I'm going to tell a little bit about my background as a worker. I have done several facets of accounting. Not my passion, but I had to make a living. So I have done that in Guatemala as well as here in the US. My specialty was payroll. I did extensive and large payrolls, 2,000 plus employees every week. A lot of fun. that is here in the US. Well, let me tell you about Guatemala. It's a very fertile country, agricultural for the most part. Of course, the wealth is not properly divided. There is only a minority that has most of the land, so that has been always a handicap for the country to progress. But we are not here to speak about politics. We are here to just enlighten people about different facets of the countries. Guatemala is very rich in soil because it has so many volcanoes. Most places are reachable within 4 hours, 3 hours. We have access to both the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. And that makes it very, very unique because you can be in the city that averages about 70 degrees, 70 to 75 degrees all year round. And but you can go to the beach and be at 100 degrees. So that is a unique thing. Or you can go to the mountains and be at 40 to 45 degrees. So there is 2 lakes not too far from the city, Guatemala City. And that makes it, one of them is a very desirable touristic destination. I mentioned it in the chat the other day, Atitlan or Panajachel, for using the local language of the natives. So that's about Guatemala. You're very welcome always to come. Americans are welcome. Everybody's welcome to come and visit. You will have a great time. People are hospitable. Good food. Now in America, I moved here in 78, around there, 77. It's been a wonderful I have relatives in the San Francisco area, and I have relatives right here in my area. My brother and sister live in the area. We all have families here. Gaithersburg, Maryland is a fun place to live. There is plenty of amenities. One that is a touristic destination is around the Potomac River. There is a waterfalls, or the Great Falls at the Potomac River, where the river becomes wild, and that is an attraction for locals and tourists. So I have toured the city many times. I can assist anybody in telling them where to go. Maryland is very rich. We have the Chesapeake Bay. There is a bridge over the Chesapeake Bay that is so large and so tall for Ocean City, Maryland. You have to go over the Chesapeake Bay, and that bridge is over the bay. Many beautiful things here. I'm close to Washington, D.C., 35-40 minutes drive. Plenty of restaurants in the area, whether in D.C. or whether in Maryland. And Virginia is not that far either. We are just separated by the Potomac River. I've been in ONPASSIVE since 2019, at the end of 2019, and I have enjoyed meeting a lot of people, as friendly as they could be. It has become like a family, and we are enjoying to seeing the development of a company with the best internet solutions. I invite everyone to check it out, go to the blog and you will see what I'm talking about. There is free products. Join through the link associated with RobLynn or RobLynnLive.ai. It'll be a great experience for you to find out for yourself. It's good talking with you. Thank you so much for allowing me this time, and I'll sit on the chat here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Pedro. That wasn't, I honestly didn't give Pedro that to say. I did not say, please publicize us or promote us, but thank you, Pedro, for that. And as we say, whoever you're interested in, if you've got a friend, join with them. But we're happy to have any and all comers as well. But thank you, Pedro. And now I think we'll go to Mr. Hill, Gregory Hill. Come in, please, and unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Greg Hill. I live in the San Juan Islands, north of Seattle, about an hour and a half. I've been a builder here. Well, actually, I've been a builder down in Florida, too. But most of my life has been building. As far as income is concerned, that's been my bread and butter, from commercial to residential to custom homes, log homes, stick frame homes, steel framed homes, log cabins. I have a variety of experience in the building industry. Currently still building on my last project. However, I'm the oldest of four. My parents grew up here in this small town of Anacortes. It was a fishing village, and which is now basically a tourist attraction, because a lot of people like to come up here to the San Juan Islands. It's known for its beauty. There's 222 islands in the San Juan Islands, and we were the first of the islands. It's called Fidalgo Island. The islands were discovered by the Spaniards, and that's probably why they call it Anacortes or Anacortes. Maybe from the Cortez. I don't know all the history of it. My great-grandfather was here and raised ginseng for the Chinese who were here in the late 1800s. So my family history goes back quite a ways. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't have anything written down. I just have to off the cuff, as we say.
That's how we do it. Greg.
So I'm working on that. Anyway, I've been an ONPASSIVE since November of 2019. I started online in 1998, learning the ropes about internet, and I still continue that to this day, trying to learn. It's very interesting to me. My education is only the 12th grade. I did go a couple months of college to study Japanese language, which I still do. And my wife is Japanese, so I do speak conversational Japanese. Anyway, I appreciate Rob and Lynn, and I don't know about putting any plugs in for you. I love you. That's all I can tell you.
You plug enough with LinkedIn and the gifts, so very grateful to you. You know.
I'm not done yet. So anyway, I'll keep my time short, and you know me about that. Like to be pretty short about things. I'd rather listen, and I really enjoy everybody on this panel. We have a great family here, and and just continue to grow our relationships together. We're going to help each other through whatever it might be, and that's what's really important to me. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to the question time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Appreciate that, brother. And let's see, where are we going next? We've been there. Oh, we haven't been to New York City yet. All right, NYC and John Barilla. Unmute if you can.
Can everybody, let's kind of keep your presentations to about 3 minutes, because it's already 8:40, so we want to leave time for the the Q&A, so everybody can be kind of brief in your presentations before we start the Q&A. Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, I'll be brief. My name is John Barilla, and I live in New York City. I'm originally from Ohio, Steuben Hill, Ohio. I've been here in New York as a professional actor, singer, voiceover artist. I used to put dancer in there too. At one point, I switched it to blues, and now I don't even mention because I can probably dance. But yeah, I don't think I dance. But anyway. So anyhow, I've been living here since 1970, and I live in the East Village in New York City. And as I say, I'm an actor, singer, voiceover artist, and I love it a lot. I love being an actor, and so I'm going to not talk about me much anymore because I've done this a few weeks now, and people think back here about actor or whatever. But so I'll just move on to some fun facts about where I live, which is New York City. The last time I spoke about something specifically, I talked about my hometown, but it's a different thing. So this time I'm just going to give you quickly some fun facts about New York City, about 15 facts. New York was once called New Amsterdam. Around 1626, Dutch residents who were living in what is currently New York City, and they referred to the region as New Amsterdam. The city was named New York after King Charles II conquered the area and gifted the city to his brother, the Duke of York, who renamed it New York. New York's famous nickname, Big Apple, originated in the 1920s. At that time, sports journalist John J. Fitzgerald wrote a column for the New York Morning Telegraph about the many popular horse races that happened in and around New York. He referred to the substantial prizes to be won as the Big Apple, symbolizing the biggest and best ones that one can achieve. The Bronx, B-R-O-N-X, borough of New York City, was named after the first person who ever settled there, the Swedish Jonas Bronk, B-R-O-N-C-K. His farmlands were called Bronx land, and people eventually started calling it the Bronx for short. And now I'll go to some other specific facts about New York City. Is the most populous city in the United States with 8.5 million residents. More than 800 languages are spoken in New York City, making it the most linguistically diverse city in the world. In total, about 2,702,957 New York residents speak Spanish, making it the second most spoken language in New York City after English. New York City is the home to the highest Jewish population outside of Israel, the highest Hispanic population of any U.S. city, the highest Chinese population outside of Asia, and the highest Puerto Rican population in the world. New York City is the home to more billionaires than any other place in the world. Forbes listed New York City with the most billionaires at 107 people, followed by Beijing with 83 billionaires. And then a few more real quickly. New York City is the only state that borders both the Atlantic Ocean and the Great Lakes. New York City is divided into 5 boroughs: Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, the Bronx, and the best known of all, Manhattan. Manhattan is the best known borough in New York. This is where you will find the most of the city's top attractions, such as the Empire State Building, Central Park, Times Square, the Chrysler Building, and more. And I could go on, but that's it for now, so I can keep it short. Maybe the next time I'll give you some more fun facts about New York City. So that's it for me.
All right, John. Thank you very much, Mr. Barilla. Thank you, Mitch. Very much, Mr. Tin Man. We appreciate that. Let's go over to the Sifu himself, Francis Tay. But before he begins and unmutes, we'd like to say thank you for that super sticker, brother.
Thank you very much for the super
Very
sticker.
kind of you, brother.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon. It's morning, sunny. My name is Francis from Singapore. The reason why Rob doesn't want to have the Ali guessing show because today the banner is Singapore. The one that Charmaine do is beautiful background. So today, based on the 2022 report, we have 92 million in 2022, 32 million
visited Singapore. I don't know whether you are one of them. If you are not, then please, you are welcome to visit Singapore and make it a good one. Singapore is also very very interesting country. When we were discovered or founded in 1965, those with long hair are not allowed to come to Singapore or not allowed to pass Singapore unless they have a haircut, like probably like Rob. You are allowed to come. So those who have a photograph in the passport with long hair, they have to retake again and redo the passport. And a lot of interesting scenario happened in the 1960s. And we are also, that when you go to a restaurant or food court, you don't need to worry about tables, reserving tables. In Singapore, I don't know about other country. In Singapore, you can use a tissue box as the authority to reserve your table in the food court hawker center. Just put your tissue paper packet on the table. You can walk away and come back. The table is yours. Finally, I'm a business running a transportation company. So, thank you.
Thank you, Sifu Francis, and again, thanks for that super sticker. Let's go to the Philippines, and the one, the only, the captain, the microphone guy, the headset guy, the IT guy, and Mr. Video himself, Cristiano.
Hi, mabuhay. Greetings to everyone. I'm residing in the southern region of the Philippines. My profession is medical transcriptionist, and also that includes legal, business, and general transcription. I'm eager to undertake new challenges. That's why I bonded with the OES classroom with Sifu Francis Day on Singapore and the OES Asia Pacific. I'm a beginner I consider myself as a beginner in graphics or visual and video editing, since I learned this skill through Christy Chong of Malaysia, watching her impart about Canva in the class months, particularly around March or May. So I now practice in doing the Canva artwork in the two communities I'm in, which is the RobLynn Live. I'm a RobLynn Liver, and also in the OES Asia Pacific. And finally, I am a proud global affiliate since 2021. Facts about the Philippines, I've already mentioned this in the past roundtable Q&A. Philippines has 7,641 islands. There are 170 dialects in the Philippines, 170. So Philippines is the only Asian nation that is predominantly Christian, and also has the largest expensive pearl in the world, which is particularly in Palawan. And Philippines is known as the largest supplier of nurses to the world, with over 25% of all nurses in the United States being of Filipino descent. So Philippines also founded the Philippines also founded the Asia's first basketball league. I have to mention that because I'm a basketball enthusiast. So also talking about the fast food, Jollibee. Jollibee is the top fast food chain in the Philippines, taking over McDonald's. So that's a fun fact. And Philippines also has the largest underground river. So check it out if you'd like to visit the Philippines. Where is that underground river? So that's all. Thank you very much. Back to you, Rob and Lynn.
All right, thank you, Mr. C. We appreciate that very much. We appreciate everybody telling us a little about themselves, and that's good stuff. Now, without further ado, I believe we're ready for questions from the panelists.
Yes.
Okay, now, there are almost 70, there's 68, 69 of you here as attendees. Now, when you hear the question, go right to the chat. If you know the answer, that's fine. If you don't know the answer, guess. It's okay to guess. That's half the fun. So
YouTube, Facebook, etc. Come on over to OConnect. The link is there in the YouTube live chat. So pick it up there or from the back office as well, and come on over to OConnect so you can see the panelists and see the questioning and the answers. It's going to be fun.
how many YouTubers do we have, Ms. Nakamoto?
Let me peek. We've got 51.
51, add 51 and 68, that's 129. Ooh, yeah, no, it isn't.